Jules, obviously there's more going on in La Liga, age-old question. Where's Atletico Madrid? Do they mount a challenge? This felt like a year of, it felt like a summer of retrenchment. And again, I think maybe they're also feeling the hit financially.
Yeah, probably.
But there's time left, and can they break in the top two? What does it take? Do they need the Joao Felix to turn into the guy that his transfer fee suggests he is?
I would like to see Joao Felix with no injuries. We saw against RB Leipzig, for example, when he came on, what he can bring to this team, so different than everybody else. My only issue is Diego Simeone. I'm just not sure if what we saw in the Champions League, especially if that, this is the end of that cycle. You can stay, but please try something different, try something new. Don't put Marcos Llorente up front. The guy was a centre back, for heaven's sake.
He was a second striker. He
yeah,
played
but
him,
still,
and he did all right when he did.
Who else plays Victor Lindelof as a second striker? No, but the more seriously, I really would like to see Simeone saying, okay, do you know what? Let's try something different, because clearly that didn't really
try
work
something
anymore.
different last year. The thing is, he also had injuries to several players at the wrong time.
But
I don't know. I think Atleti, we see what happens. I think they have a lot of guys who do have an upside, and they could come back better than they were last season. When I look elsewhere, you expect, I don't know, I'm drinking the Lopetegui Monchi Kool-Aid, so I'm expecting us. There's some weeks left in the transfer window. Do
with
something special.
Rakitic instead of Banega.
Yeah, that not so much, but look,
But yeah,
maybe it's what he needs.
But again, maybe as well, even if Monchi was so good to be able to buy players on the cheap, maybe it's a summer where financially they're a bit more strapped up, and they can't maybe do this kind of stuff they would want to do. Although, as you said, you would expect him to come out with something great, like, I don't know.
Again, difficult to talk about these teams with the window still open. Valencia, a dumpster fire again, right?
That's a mess, right? I mean, clearly the Lim family doesn't care. Really doesn't care at all about what. I know they come out with saying, like, this is our club, we do what we want if we want to. But what eventually, what do they want to achieve? What's the idea, Gab? Because they're not to sell the club and make money on it. Not if you sell your best players. If Parejo goes and Coughlin goes and Rodrigo goes.
I don't want to get myself in trouble, so I'm not going to comment any further on Peter Lim and the Lim family. And I know Valencia fans are difficult and demanding and whatever, but what's being done to certain clubs just isn't right. Villarrreal, we were hopeful for them last season. Real Sociedad, are these the kind of teams that can kick on?
Yeah, Unai Emery, it'd be interesting to see what he does. Although they lost Cazorla, but I think Dani Parejo is a great signing, and so is Coughlin, and so is a few others that they did. And they've been very clever in the way they built this team. Let's hope that Unai can do something good at a club that maybe is better fitted to him than the biggest club that he's been before. Real Sociedad, you've lost Odegaard. Can you still have the flow that they showed in the first half of the season? Because we saw after the restart that it was far more difficult for them. Willian Jose just tested positive for COVID as well, so that's not going to be easy. Athletic Bilbao, do you expect big things for them? They've got the cup final to play from last season, to be played at some point.
I think actually Bilbao could be an outsider for the top four this year, depending how things shake out. Because again, there's issues and there's a lot of question marks elsewhere. But we're going to delve more into this when the window closes. Boom.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.